Welcome to the land of 10,000 snatches. All right, this is episode number 1 of 10,000 Snatches, the podcast. And I am your host, Anthony James Angelus. Let us begin with the book that inspired this whole show. So if you can roll along with this a little bit, the line between audiobook and podcast may blur a little bit, but here we go. How to use this book, aka 7 Steps to Success. Step 1. Admit that you do not truly love yourself. If you truly loved yourself, you might be the second coming of Christ, and we should probably worship you and seek your wisdom. If you truly loved yourself, why did you feel the need to read this book about self-love? Step 2. Start practicing self-love. Self-love is complicated, but let's make it simple. Realize that the opposite of self-love is self-loathing and self-sabotaging. Recognize your self-loathing and self-sabotaging habits and tendencies, and attempt to stop these habits and tendencies and refuse to ever let them back into your life. Step 3. Stop exercising. I know this sounds crazy, but until you complete steps 4 and 5, exercising will not only be futile, it will most likely cause you to fail at steps 4 and 5. So what is step 4? Step 4 is intermittent fasting. This means fasting for up to 16 hours per day. Start slow. On a daily basis, slowly reduce your caloric intake during a 16-hour period of the day. Then eat. What to eat is step 5, but really consider taking one step at a time. Step 5. The ketogenic diet. You're in luck. Step 4 should have already put your body into a state of ketosis. Basically, your body is in fat-burning mode. And your body should stay in a state of ketosis as long as you continue to fuel the body with good fat. Just remember, sugar is the devil, avoid carbs, and excessive amounts of protein will kick you out of ketosis. Step 6. Enter the kettlebell. Start slow once again. You may be asking why. I want to dive right into this. The aim is to kettlebell every single day and love it. This means you must learn to push yourself every day, but more importantly, you have to realize that you have to kettlebell tomorrow too, and love every single second of it. So, know your limits. Do not try to be a hero, and leave room for improvement. Step 7. These are supplements that I highly recommend. I'm just going to list through them. We will go through them one by one on another episode. So here we go. Bulletproof coffee. That is coffee with grass-fed butter added to it, or coconut oil, or MCT oil. Saunas. I like an infrared sauna for various reasons. Cold showers, especially right after the sauna. Meditation. I like to use binaural beats. If you've never heard of them, check them out. I've got some available. Float tanks, isolation chambers. They're amazing. Get your meditation real deep with those things. Massage therapy, very important. Feels good. Treat yourself right. yoga or Tai Chi, Qigong, whatever sort of stretching practice, especially hot yoga, amazing, kind of same thing with the sauna. And then finally, probiotics. All right, that was the 7 steps to success. Let's move on to the prologue of the book. All right, here we go. A wise man once taught me a valuable lesson. I met this wise man outside of a Russian kettlebell certification course open to the public. He explained to me that he had no intention of going inside, for the instructors had nothing more to teach him. But there was one man's wisdom that he had been seeking for years. For the wise man knew that after the clinic, participants were given a hefty discount on kettlebells that were there and available for purchase. So every year, the wise man would come to the kettlebell clinic and hope to meet a man that purchased the largest kettlebell he had ever known a man to own. Alas, this year his wish came true. Out walked a man with a 40-kilogram kettlebell proudly hiked up on his shoulder. The wise man said, "Good sir, please, what insights might you share with me?" And the man listed the names of the instructors that he had studied and the techniques of theirs that he preferred. And the wise man responded, "I already know these names and all of their teachings. Good sir, I want to know what insights you have." And sadly, the man didn't really know what to say. Well, do you know who that man was? It was me, 10 years ago, and I finally have a worthy answer, which is the title to this book: Self-Love, Willpower, and 10,000 Snatches. All right, that was the prologue. I hope you enjoyed. Let's move on to the introduction. The story of this book begins with meeting a new friend. The night I met this man, I was in the habit of saying upon parting ways with a new acquaintance, "Surround yourself with people that love you and appreciate you. If you can do that, everything else will just fall into place." So the next time the two of us met, he felt inspired to give me his copy of Love and Power, Awakening to Mastery by Lynn V. Andrews. Now at the time, I was unemployed, but I saw my lack of employment as a strange blessing from the universe, giving me the free time to study this book. I read and reread that book under the sun-kissed skies that summer, and took to heart its message of having a balance of love and power in your life. Fast forward a few years, and the Joe Rogan Experience introduces me to Aubrey Marcus. Aubrey Marcus introduces me to author Ryan Holiday, who introduces me to Stoicism. Long story short, Stoicism taught me that love and power are both externals and outside of your control, but willpower and self-love, these are the only things that you control in life. Nothing else, period. All right. Well, that's it for episode 1. I'd like to thank everybody for listening. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 10,000 Snatches. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, 10,000 Snatches. And if you go there, you can find my first kettlebell workout video. I just posted that earlier in the day. It is the rite of passage workout. If you're not familiar with it, you should be. Go check it out. Thank you very much, everybody. Much love. Have a great day.